Hi, my name is Michelle Cruz, and this is my cultural literacy autobiography. To start off, some culture experiences I had growing up was going to a elementary school called Irving Elementary in Cleveland, Texas. This was a very diverse cultural school, and it helped me expose myself to different kinds of cultures and find similarities and differences. I also grew up in an immigrant household, which has helped shape my perspective on how different students can have drastically different backgrounds and lives. I also grew up lower class, which was significant because it helped shape my personal views of what it's like to struggle outside of the classroom in my personal life. And it also helps me relate to students who may or may not have shared the same background as I did. And pictured here is actually a photo of the multicultural fair that Cleveland hosts about every year. Pictured in this particular photo is the Irving Elementary Baile Folklorico class. Continuing on, I had to unfortunately teach myself English when I was younger. It helped me it helps me as an educator now because I know firsthand the struggles of being an ESL student and not knowing or not understanding the classroom. So I feel a personal connection to other ESL students through that. I also grew up as an older sister, which I feel like my experiences there are helping me as an educator because it solidified my leadership and responsibility skills. Next are some of my literacy experiences. Pictured here in this first photo is Miss Reinaga, my kindergarten teacher, and she was actually my first introduction that I can remember for literacy in school. She is an example that I want to follow one day. She really put an effort and emphasis into the love of reading and why reading was important at a young age. And then next is pictured a book called La Bruja Maruja by Ana Galan. This was actually gifted to me by Miss Reinaga, and this was after my brother was born. I was struggling being an older sister, and this book was actually my first introduction that literacy can be relatable and can um, be relatable to students at a deeper level. And then my next is my family. My family has always pushed onto me, my brother, that education was the most important part of growing up, and I appreciate them for that because it has led me to where I am today, being a future educator. And next is a book. Well, actually, it's an event in my life that I cherish. This book represents my period of time where I wrote a little. Um, this actually was a book where my short story was published, and it really solidified my love of literacy. And I made me realize that literacy has power over people. And last but not least, there's this book, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, which I read in high school, and it made me realize that books are a reflection of parts of society and the world today. Thank you.